Well, good timing on that song. Hey, how's it going? Actually, I might turn that up just a little bit more. So still some background vibes. But hey, what's up? How's it going? It is the Satyr of Day. Excuse me. And yeah, is what it is. So just gonna give a little heads up. After this, I don't know when the next joint session is going to be with everybody. It's kind of hard to tell given these guys are going to split up after this and suss out what they want to do next. And I don't really have much control over that. They're going to do what they're going to do, so we'll let them do their thing. To not leave any time to heck around, let's jump into everything. So I'm gonna go straight into the intro shit. So when I jump over to the actual music, massive thank you to all the hard work that Kevin McLeod puts into making copyright-free music that people can use through Jukebox on Roll20. For the DMs out there, there's a subsection called Incompetech. That's where I've collected all my songs for. There's a Google Doc in my About Me bio thing on Twitch that'll let you know what all of the songs are. I do rules differently. If you want to know what those are, at any point, type in !DND and you will get a Google Doc with all of those rules. I don't update them every time because there are a fair few of them, so if you want to know what those are, check them out. See the artists that have done the amazing character profiles, type in !DND icons, and you'll see the details. So shout out to Nebulous Kiwi, who did all of the icons for Game 1. For the Game 2's icons, Sarah Fair made her own Celeste as well as Vargas's. And for the NPCs, Raiden and Finch, they were made through a pick crew made by Maria Blowers. So their Twitter is in there as well. Check them out. To see the artists of the maps, type in !DND maps and you'll get a link for the Reclusive Cartographer. Super awesome, super talented, check them out. There are a couple of little commands that can help you figure out some stuff about this campaign. So !DND who is who will tell you who each character plays, and then you can connect that with the character sheets that are on screen. Also !Emotions Consume, which is the title of this campaign, will give you a synopsis of the game. Also, Moobot will pop in every now and again to remind you all for inspiration channel points. If you think a player is doing well, or someone's character is just super cool, this extends to the NPCs as well. You can give them an inspiration point. Just type in the character's name. Players watching cannot gift inspiration to themselves. If a player does already have the maximum of 5 inspiration points, then I can either refund it, or you can choose to give it to another player. That is completely up to you. We take a break around 8:30 for 30 minutes to have some dinner, take a quick break, figure out what we're going to do next, stuff like that. And also, as I am the DM, I won't be looking at chat too often. I leave it to my wonderful mods to reply if there's anything that needs to be done, but I can trust y'all. Look at chat in the beginning, in the break, and in the wrap-up, so while it is limited, need to focus on the players as this is their experience. Now, I am jumping into all of this right away, mostly because we are gonna... Jake's gonna hold out for as long as he can. He is completely knackered, so we're gonna let him go and have some rest once he kind of gets out the stuff that he feels his character needs to, and then the rest of it, everyone else can kind of make their decisions from there about what they want to do. So yeah, I think that's all of that, and all the players are in chat, so I'm gonna do a quick audio swap over. I wonder what's playing right now. Okay, we got the casual music, that's nice. We'll get that going again and turn it down a bit. And we will jump in. Ew.
Mental illness.
This is why
Oh,
we have
yeah.
D&D.
That's why we have to. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hey,
Hi.
Tyler.
What
Welcome
a-
to the circle.
What are y'all talking about?
Mental illness.
Mental illness.
Oh, okay. Hi. What a great time to jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's open that up. Okay.
Uh,
So make sure that this is working. Alright, there we go. Cool. So I should be able to leave this open.
I
And
just
it
got a
shouldn't
dope
fuck.
new spell. I'm so happy.
What was that?
Got a really cool new spell at level 14.
Nice.
Oh, fun.
Where
Yeah.
I can kind of sort of become tree-ish.
Tree-ish.
Tree.
I gain 10 temporary hit points. I make constitution saving throws with advantage on any dex or wisdom-based attack rolls with advantage.
Damn.
There's another thing, but I don't really care about that. But I was just like, dex rolls? Dex attack rolls with advantage?
That sounds like a
Yes,
ranger's,
please.
like, everything.
I was like, I'm taking that one.
Hell yes. Let me just double check this. Say things, people. I don't care if it's all at the same time.
Things.
Saying words.
Things.
Yeah.
The
Things. Things.
Words.
sound check thing.
Sound
What
check.
things? Sound check
um,
things.
Ega?
Things.
Okay.
1, 2,
Miss a
check,
few.
check.
4, 5,
One, two, misses you.
Testing.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I love doing that.
13, 14.
We're 15. Burger King with
Alright,
lettuce.
sweet. Great one
We
to
can
end
keep
on.
going.
No, I think we're good. You did it, guys. Proud of you. Just making sure that I have all that stuff sussed. Okay. Sweet. So, what I'm going to do is, going to try and paraphrase these sessions. So, for game one, just as a little heads up, game one is Nirol, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Get out of here, Cal.
I think everyone else is involved with
Yeah,
Neural.
No, and then the rest.
Nirol and Jason Bourne. No, sorry, Nirol, Amelia, Gallo, and Viconia, which is the NPC I play. And then game two is Vargas, Celeste, Finch, and Raiden. Last two are the ones that I play as well. So, for game one, you guys decided to go down into the tree. Beforehand, you go and talk to the Emperor and Empress in the Murstone Arazath mansion, castle, whatever. And insert talking. Amelia gets an amulet and also a bracelet. Big family talks and stuff like that. And then from there, you guys teleport away into the catacombs. You guys arrive on the level above the catacombs as weird magic fucky shit. Going down, you make your way through each of the levels again. Finch giving a general synopsis of what they found out in here. When going into the room with the massive stack of coffins, you find the massive corpse of a dragon. Finch explaining that, yeah, we killed this thing because it snuck up on us and it sucked. Turn that down a bit. Continuing, you guys go through all of the next levels. You fight some mummies that are in the room. You sneak past some obsidian golems that seem to have reformed with the lava. And then get through the maze. Once you get to the door, you guys try and suss out what to do and how to get in there. Ulthin is the the Earth Daver's weapon that Amelia has. And the Overseer has a domain of blood magic. This explains why Ken was discussed as the could be an option for opening the door last session. Neural suggests a mouthy Gallo kisses the skull as Bricatalis succumbs to laughing fits. It's a serious suggestion, but I mean, instead, Gallo sticks his arm into the thing's mouth, and the eyes start pouring blood, which starts to crawl over Gallo. He disappears for roughly 10 minutes. Some shiz happens, and then he gets ejected out. He washes himself off with the alchemy jug, and then you guys go back to the castle. Meanwhile, in the Feywild, the group 2 teleport to the Feywild. Once there, Celeste does a scrying to see where the scythe is. Luckily, the scythe is a sentient being, so they were able to do that. Fargus disguises Viconia as Finch, thus becoming Vinch. And you guys work out a way to get in, distract some people, and get the scythe and get out. Celeste and Raiden... Oh, sorry. Try again. Fargus goes to the infirmary to give his family the rundown of what's going to happen, which is teleporting them to safety. Celeste and Raiden use the power of bribing and challenging children to help distract the guards so they can access the Delara's room. Kids are bribable, is a quote from Raiden. I'll put that in a yearbook somewhere. Brayden, that's my cousin's name, Raiden, and Celeste, then turn invisible as Raiden trips some kids, and they get the attention of the guards to come over so they can go into the room. All of the group find out that the Zither, Dalara, and Harpori, which is the council of this sect, are all currently in a meeting in the Zither's room, so they let that happen. Vinch, wanders around aimlessly just trying to make sure that no one goes towards the Dalara's room so that Raiden and Celeste can do their thing. Fargus goes wandering to see where the council's at, have a listen around some of those doors, and all of that stuff. You guys being Celeste and Raiden, managed to get the scythe out of the wall of vines, and can see that there's a lot of black tarry vines that are in here, and Celeste finds a little fire beetle, which turns out to be a traitor, as it scutters off to go and do some shady shit. Everyone has a moment before the meeting is adjourned. Fargus goes in to talk to the Zither and get her down to the infirmary, while the Dalara, who is nowhere to be found, getting from the Zither's room to their room, pronouns, nobody seems to see them until they're right outside the door. A interesting discussion happens between Vinch and the Dalara, trying desperately to distract them for just a second longer, as Raiden and Celeste dimension door to the infirmary. Vinch, who had no way of getting to the infirmary away from the Dalara, as the Dalara swings open the door, Vinch then gets attacked. Fargus, who tries to get a hold of Vinch, saying, "Hey, where are you? Can you come to us?" gets a very prompt and quick reply of, "I can't." All of you go towards the Dalara's room and quickly try and escape. A very well placed wall of force keeps the Dalara at bay, and you guys manage to teleport out of there, taking the Harpori with you that jumps in front of a very large and dangerous looking set of vines that were going to strike at Fargus. The Harpori, taking all of the blow, then asks to be teleported away with you. You having 8 out of 9 people with you, you could only just manage to take them. Arriving back in the material plane, you guys go to the Arazath Castle, and as Vinch tries to do some healing on the Harpori, they refuse and tell Fargus a couple of things before saying to check his old journal, which Sadiel has, and then running off. The group meet up. There's a conversation about a conversation with the Zither and Olabella, the Empress, about the sect and things like that, as Fargus goes to get the letter from Sadiel's book, finding out that it is more or less a suicide note from the Hapori, redacting themselves from the title and simply calling themselves Nagok, as they don't feel as if their title is suited to them anymore. The letter is given to the Zither, and also there is a extra letter that is written for Zaburk, which seems to be the Hapori's partner. Both of those are... were both of them given to the Zither? Or just the one? I don't remember. So I know you have the other one.
I think just the...
Oh, because we were gonna give the other note to.
Yeah, we're gonna deliver the other note to
Yeah.
the person it's
So I think it was
addressed
just
to.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So sweet. Okay, so just that one, to the Zither. And then you guys have a conversation with the group, which all of you guys were there for. The group 2 talking about all of the sex stuff mainly, before Celeste brings up, or is about to bring up, the issue with the nobility. So however you guys want to start with that, you have Olabella as well as Kaz. They are the Emperor and Empress along with you, and I believe other than that everyone is present. So wherever y'all want to start.
Right. So yeah, I was about to bring up the whole thing with the nobles being kidnapped and the whole anti-noble group. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'll just by the way, this is a thing. Here's all the information we have on it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Yeah. Yes, and mentioning that they also still have Varen, my little sibling.
I
Check.
wrote something for this. Where did I put it?
Yes, sibling.
Sorry, one second. I guess I just thought it, I didn't write it. Okay, improv. Well, the, Olabella nods for a second before looking at Kaz, her eyes her eyebrows furrow, sorry, as she nods. I have heard that there are a few nobility children missing. My sister Evelyn has reached out to me, and she did quite a while ago, only found out about it recently, about the 2 of her children being taken. So that is also something on the list that I am aware of and unsure what to do with at this moment. I do need to bring it up with Azoran and Zillus, who are the older set of twins that the Arazas have, as they're the ones that have been taken over since the Emperor and Empress have been gone. I am sorry about your sibling being taken, and hopefully want to rectify this as soon as possible. How I'm going to do so, I haven't got that far yet. I apologize. You clearly know more about the situation than I do, so how can we help? What can we do? This is literally the first time she's hearing about it. She's been underwater.
What? Underwater?
Yep.
Do. Okay. Righto then. I mean, I don't know about that, but that's cool, you know. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Not really the place I'd want to be recently, but you know. What can they do to help? What kind of reach does their rule have? Yeah. Do they have like a centralized force? Like, do they have? I don't know. Like,
so they are the Emperor and Empress of Latov. Latov is the planet as a whole. So they have very strong connections with all of the nobility, with all of the governing lounges, all of the guard councils, and the Archivist League, as well as the Adventurers Guild. So
oh, so yeah, that's pretty nice.
yeah. Yeah. So you do know a lot of the Adventurers Guild have been highly strung out all across Latov. Majority of them are in Murstone, as well as quite a few of them in specific locations that have been very heavily targeted with attacks. So, Dewhurst, Garrigal, things like that.
Just looking.
That's right, that's right. So
Oh, yeah.
there is that stuff.
I'm guessing that has something to do with the drawings on the map.
Yes, yeah. So that's
Ah.
that's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
It was where a lot of attacks were happening, and it's
Ah.
where most of the
I
eyeless.
think when we asked, you just said, "Oh, it's from the other game." And it's like, "Oh, okay."
And now we know.
Now we know.
I'm pretty sure I explained it to you guys because it was a main thing when Tobin showed up. Unless Tobin just didn't tell you. Not that I'm surprised. Anyway. Okay, well, it was a main place that has been attacked. So Dewhurst and Garrigal, the places above and below it, have had a lot of barnacle people showing up on shores and trying to attack people, as well as that's where a lot of the eyeless captains were washing ashore.
Oh, so.
Yes.
Isn't Cargo where Celeste is from?
It's on the continent she's from.
Yeah, same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't believe it's Garrigal.
No, you're from
Like
Magnite.
Magnite, yeah.
Okay.
So, what can they do to help?
If you want a bit to think about that, you are absolutely fine too. Or if anyone else has anything to chime in about it, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah, 'cause my thoughts about it at the moment is like we have their like symbol thing, and we know of at least a few locations where they've been operating, which is pretty widespread, I presume.
Wait, where are the locations that they were?
We know though, just because of where my siblings went missing, Veritas and Canellan and then Shadowfen, right?
Yes.
So, but then there was so many others from other different places also going missing. All the different nobles from all different places. So, yeah. Oh, what were those answers we got? from
Do
those answers?
each nobility from each like land thing, do they have like soldiers under their control?
They would have the equivalent of that, which would be the guard councils. Yeah, so there's a guard council that is under one name for each continent, and the guard council could be used as military if need be. The leader must be contacted through a person of political power, which would be the noble or a person in the governing lounge.
Okay. Could that be used to our advantage? Say we reached out to all the nobility and like kind of say we've become aware of this issue, and because it's so widespread, we think that the best course of action is to use these people and see what we can find out, instead of trying to get one group to go everywhere.
We also, from the answers we got from the corpses, one of the answers we got was that there were 3 other like bases, and there was one in Garrigal, but they didn't know of the other 2.
Mhm.
So that's a start, maybe.
Which I'm assuming there's probably people stationed there already. If that's where, or if it's close to all like the fighting and stuff.
Mm.
You could ask if there's like just to send out a couple of people, just for people around the area to keep watch of like anyone, you know, with the mark, or see if they see anything suspicious or anything like that.
Would this be happening in character, or are you guys discussing out of character?
I
I'm
mean-
saying this in character.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the information. Please have it.
Raiden would pipe up and say, if this is happening all around, and all of these nobility's kids are missing, who's to bet they've already reached out to all these people? Unless the nobles really don't give a shit about their kids, in that case, they shouldn't be fucking nobles. Or having kids. Am I wrong?
Yellow just gives him like a little, like a friendly sort of nudge on the shoulder.
As I'm only just becoming aware of this, I am sure the other I'm sure the other nobility have taken it into their own hands to adjust and seek help, but I'm unsure how much this has escalated. If it has escalated to, well, it's already escalated with kidnapping, but she kind of leans back and just like puts her head in her hands for a second. The Emperor puts like a hand on her shoulder and takes like a step forward. What I can do is... One second, I need to bring up this thing. I can contact the members of the WCC, which are a very specific adventurers guild under our command, for elitist tasks, and get them stationed around each continent to find out what they can about these things. Olabella leans forward and kind of... You would all be able to hear this, but there's still kind of a conversation happening between the two of them. We have them positioned in places to help with the attacks. Your sister has had 2 of her children missing. I think this takes on more importance. I know it should, and there are only so many members of them. 4 of them have already died because of this. Jesus.
Oh, but this is the first supposed to be heard of it. Okay.
Well, we need to... Oh no, not because of the nobility thing, because of something different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like about to say, whoa.
Yeah, no, about other things.
I'll just sweep that under the rug.
Yeah, no, it's not about that. Round up the exemplars instead. We need the WCC with us. Okay. We can gather the exemplars and position them in each continent to try and find out as much as we can. The majority will try and position in Garagol, as that's one of the locations of interest that you have, and we can start from there. I will have to hand over that information, or the processing of all of that information, to someone else, as Olabella and I have to continue what we're doing. But they can have contact with you, and we'll make sure that at least the information that they gather can be passed on to you. I'm sorry, there's not much we can do at this time. There's a lot going on. Unless you plan on taking this up yourselves, we can send them... taking this up yourselves in Garagol, we can send other troops to different locations.
Yeah, I think Celeste would probably pipe up and be a little bit brave.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh, I would like to. I want to help find my sibling. And if Garagol's the place to start, then maybe we could go there. Speaking on behalf of everyone, of course, I'll have to discuss what our next steps will be. Your Excellency.
She just nods and like shakes her hand at the Your Excellency thing, and she's like, we can at least organize someone to be a scout for the rest of what's the content called? Yes, Kid. If you're going to position yourselves there. Turns to Kaz and goes, "Darling, would you be able to write up a report for this, or at least get one started for one of the exemplars? This will probably have to be handed off to..." Brooke, does Greg have a last name?
I don't think we gave him one.
Cool.
Last name generator.
Yep. Is he human, eh?
Yeah.
Where's human? There it is. Male names. Click it a couple of times. This is so dumb.
Gotta come up with like Smith or something.
Uh,
That would have been funny.
We'll have to bring this up with I was gonna say Sergeant Philbris to take this over. I'll get that underway. And he goes. So I'm just gonna put that in your thing, Brooke. Sergeant Philbris. Greg's mother. So you guys go and do that stuff. Who's messaging me? Stop it. No, I'm kidding. So we'll. He goes off and gets that stuff started. I'll also need to have a word with her. Damn it. I apologize. I'll be right back. And she stands up and leaves after Kaz. So they'll be back in a quick second as Laconia kind of leans around towards Gallo. Amelia briefly told me what happened with the door. Sorry to change topics, but well, they're not here. What did you find?
Well, it wasn't a what, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And would there be a seat nearby? Some lavish couch in this castle?
Absolutely, you guys are all seated. If you wish, you can
Oh, we
take
are seated. Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
yeah,
I
you
thought
guys
we
are.
were. Oh, excellent.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, in that case, it's got to be dramatic. Well, I'll fucking stand up then.
Oh, okay, you can move over to the Empress's chair if you're feeling brash.
I thought you needed
Yeah,
to come
anyway.
and be like, oh, it was awful.
It was such a drab, I must say. I can't bore you with the details, Your Highness. I merely discovered that our world is facing impending disaster, and that there is fuck all we can do about it. Excuse my French. Okay, now so that didn't happen. That last like 3 sentences.
Go for it.
Oh yeah, so so Giallo, he sort of he sort of cuts off and then stands up and like paces around the chair he's on and just sort of like is breathing a bit, just trying to get himself together. And then he comes around the back of the chair and sort of leans against, like puts his hands out and leans on it, and he's like, it's a game. It's a fucking game.
What?
And he just looks a bit wild, and he's just staring at the Empress.
The Empress isn't here. The Empress and Emperor have left to go and suss out the thing for the other two, but they're. If you want to wait for them to come back before you tell them.
Oh no! Oh shit! No! I think I.
You're all good. They left to go.
Wait, so who asked me?
Viconia.
Baconia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just the players in
sorry.
here at the moment. You're all good.
Okay, no, that's fine. No, actually, well, I mean, he probably would have done this in front of her anyway.
Mhm.
Oh, no, actually, yeah, no, he would have. He would have. Okay, so no, then it's Baconia that I'm staring at.
Okay.
And so yeah, he just says that, and he's sort of he's just standing there staring a bit, wild eyes at Baconia, just breathing. He's just like.
What do you mean all the game? I don't think the entirety of Latov is... Or ending the entirety of Latov is a game.
Well... I spoke to him. Or it, or whatever it is. The Overseer.
Okay.
The Overseer. I went through that door and I found myself in the ankle-deep water again. And he spoke to me. He seemed surprised to see me. And he said that he could answer one question. So I asked him why me? And he, oh, the yellow sort of, yeah, he just takes another moment to sort of pace around a bit. He's just so confused. Or just, no, he's just going a bit mad.
Mm-hmm.
He said, it just worked. And I said, what do you mean? What do you mean it just worked? And he said that my life and the timing of everything just worked, as if it was part of some mechanism. He only said that he was going to answer one question, but I couldn't believe what he was saying. I kept asking, and it's a game. He is setting these creatures loose. It's conscious. It's a choice. He is orchestrating this entire thing. And then he sits right down again and sort of stares at the ceiling.
I think this is something that we weren't meant to interact with at all. I mean, this isn't a game to us. This is our lives.
I know. But according to him, my life, our lives, are nothing more than good timing. And he said something about how every story needs heroes. And yeah, that's what he just sort of pauses and slowly looks around the group. And I think that's us. He wants us to destroy these things that he's unleashing. It's just for a story.
We've already
That's
been
all.
cast. Sorry.
That's all it is to him. And I said, is that all it is to you? It's just a story? And he just laughed.
If we've already been cast, might as well play the role. We're fucking good at it. We've gotten this far. We're alive. Fuck his story. If we have been cast as the heroes, we will be. Can't change that shit. We're here. We're staying here.
And that's what scares me. What if we're doing exactly what he wants? We're walking right into something. But I don't know. If he's the orchestrator of all this, then what use is this knowledge except despair that it means nothing? At this point, I think, yeah, let's have a bloody midlife crisis and is questioning everything in his existence.
Don't be a
If-
creator.
If it is all just a game to him, why has he patroned you and not contacted any of the rest of us if he sees, or any of the rest of you if he sees you all as hero?
I don't know. I wish he told me. I felt like there was something he wasn't saying, but he just said the timing was right.
How do you know he's telling the truth, though?
I don't know. I still haven't seen him. It was just a voice.
This is to everyone here, present.
Yes,
This
yeah.
conversation.
Just the players. Players and NPCs that are in the parties.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've dealt with my fair share of awful, shady, and wretched patrons before. I think the best way is just ignore them and do whatever the fuck you want.
That worked out really great for us when we ended up in his domain.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was irrelevant to my argument. Thank you very much, Fug.
You're
I
welcome,
don't need that kind
Celeste.
of negativity right now.
Oh, right. So going into his domain and killing him is not a good idea from experience. I see.
Well,
Probably.
we didn't get that far, but we did go there,
We ended up there as an accident.
and we did get out, and we're fine. So,
And it did suck though. It did really fucking suck. So I don't recommend it.
yeah, don't do it again. But you can just ignore it until it becomes a problem, and
I don't think Carter will ever forgive me for that.
How have you managed to get through life by just ignoring things?
Well, I ignore you half the time, and that seems to work.
It was a character because that lifted his spirits if it was.
Yeah.
Oh
See,
god,
the
I
thing
wouldn't
is,
say that.
Celeste, if I liked you, that would have hurt. But since I don't care about your existence, it doesn't.
I love it.
Oh my god, this is great.
Finch who's sitting in the corner is just like, sorry, circling back. What if Zoya said that blood magic is his domain, and that the overseer
Wait, I bookmarked this page. See, I've got a little tab.
hell yes.
If there's anything that's useful, there might not be.
What I'm trying to say is, what if all of this is his domain? If he has control over letting these things out and they're all over Latov, what if Latov is just his domain? I don't suppose we can teleport planets. I don't even think there are other ones. I don't know. We haven't got that far. That's next campaign. That's meta. Don't.
Oh my god.
Okay, do we actually know who this dude is? Like, you said he's the overseer. We haven't seen. Have we seen pictures of the overseer? You haven't seen what this voice looks like. What if he's just someone else trying to mess with you?
Well, there was one thing he said to me before I left that I have no idea what to do with. But I said I'll be seeing you again. And he said to me, you do every week. Which doesn't make sense because I've only spoke to him, I don't know, it was my third time. And as I felt the door bringing me back, he said goodbye, but didn't call me by my name. He called me by another name. Jake. I've never heard that before.
I mean, that name's pretty common. Like, I think you would have heard it
Yeah,
before sometime in your life.
Like, it's, my name's quite cool, I think, but Jake's just, I knew like one Jake in, it was an orphan, Baker's son, but I didn't, I don't know, that whole conversation with the overseer just messed with my head, and then he just called me by a different name like that. I don't know. That's kind of sick. To
He's messing with
you
you,
know, to
man.
forget
I
my
don't know
to
what
forget
to
my
tell
name.
you.
Yeah, it's kind of rude.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm his conduit apparently. You know, like, got my name.
Yeah, it's not very considerate.
No, it's not. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's
dick.
not. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Was that just? It was just being a dick.
Yeah, it's probably just
Sure.
being a dick. That's, I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably a given. He's trying to write some dumb fucking story.
Yeah, probably just got that name from a generator or something.
Yeah, probably. I do like
Maybe
four
he's just
Jakes.
writing a novel.
Yeah,
Maybe he's just writing a book, and that's what he decided to call
yeah,
your character.
Yeah, it's just trying
Jake.
it out, seeing how it sounds.
yeah,
Right. Right. Okay. Oh, never mind. That was just a small thing.
yeah.
Just no. Yeah.
Crazy. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, back to the whole.
Non-existential, well, kind of existential, most
Yeah.
existential, but not as existential issues.
Yeah. Man,
Oh,
this is
does this change anything about what we need to do? Because I kind of want to kill this guy. Just like I think I'm just a bit sick of him, to be honest.
Oh.
But what happens to you if you kill him if he's protecting you?
what happens to all of us if he makes everything?
Huh.
Also, we don't know what sort of powers he has. He could be, by the sounds of it, he's extremely powerful, and we are not on that level.
You know, now that you've planted this idea, I feel like it's not that bad, actually.
I'm down to kill a god. Always have been.
Yeah, I mean, once in a lifetime opportunity.
Fuck it. We got David weapons. Let's go.
That door didn't seal, did it?
No, it didn't. It's just a terrible time to keep going back there. I'd rather not for a third. If I'm
Ah,
being
to the
honest.
catacombs.
So, seems to be the only way to get there. I think.
Well, the only other time I've been there is like drowning.
Don't
Yeah,
recommend that.
not sure if I want to. Yeah, don't think I want to do that one.
Hmm.
I mean, if yeah, okay.
I think we have some more pressing matters than trying to kill a god right now.
Hmm.
And on Ryden's mention of the Dave weapons, if you want to kill a god, wouldn't it be helpful to get more first?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes, well,
To
if we're
slightly
struggling,
derail
More
us back on
gods?
track.
Mhm.
and we're
Right.
trying to kill the minions that he seems to consider them as, we're struggling to kill them with these weapons, and we're definitely gonna need just a few more.
There's only one left, and then it's the armor. And how do we... As Finch goes to, like, say their next thought, I don't know what their next thought's going to be, so I'm not going to say it. The front doors open, and you see a figure familiar to Group 1, Voden, and you also see someone else who Group 2 is familiar with, Pharaoh, who is being wheeled in a wheelchair. So these are both of the Imperial Curators that the two of your groups have talked to over periods of your campaigns. So Imperial Curator Voden is a bugbear man, and Imperial Curator Pharaoh is a Veldican person, so avatar-looking person. Pharaoh is in a wheelchair, and there is also a... Excuse me. There is an Asimar person who is wheeling Pharaoh, who Group 2 recognizes as Bibliosoph Nernal. So Bibliosoph is like the lowest tier. They introduce themselves and stuff like that before just kind of Voden taking a read on the room and being like, "Did we interrupt something? Is everything fine?" We were asked to come here with some info.
It's been better.
Okay.
Hey, Bowden, can you help me out there and convince these people to not try and kill a guard?
I don't recommend it.
But like, what if it's not even a god? What if it's like above a god? Like that'd be like the ultimate power move.
That seems like a
Just
terrible idea.
tell
And
us
I've
all.
just met you.
Well, that's encouraging, isn't it?
That's something. Were they always like this? And
yeah,
Farah just kind of shrugs, and the smart person just goes, "Mm-hmm." At this point, it would be when the Emperor and Empress come back. They do the introduction stuff like that as the other two take their seats. We were talking about the weapon. We still have one more to get, and also apparently the armor, which would probably be beneficial to us. Have you found anything on that? On the armor, no. Seems to be nothing that's recorded about any of that. So perhaps it's only something that the Devil Weapons themselves know. But there might, given the information that we've found, there's no easy way to say this. This is just a loop. Even if you do stop them, we need to find a way to stop them for good. I mean, that's what the catacombs are for. They literally had tombs for them, but they weren't laid there because they failed. Pharaoh, the blue person in the wheelchair, speaks up. Given what we have found, ever since the opening of the Archivist League in 140G, there have been 368 recorded break-ins over the 11,988 years that we have been active. These are persistent, but they seem to continue to fail through means of something keeping them at bay, or perhaps through the failings of these minions that they have. Every time they've broken in, they've only been going for the Teffaballs. This is the only recorded time that we have that they've ever gotten both. The only time they've been close and only gotten one Teffaball was about 3 times. But they were found later washed ashore on the beaches of Saxondale and Garrigal.
Is that like as if something's different recently?
From what we can gather, at least, the many, many times that they've come to try and break free, either their minions have succumbed to their curses, or their minions weren't sufficient enough. I mean, over time, magic has gotten powerful, and with more time comes more magic, so perhaps over this time they've just become more and more powerful.
And Yellow's sort of sitting here listening to this silently, and he sort of mumbles loud enough just for everyone to hear. He keeps trying. Maybe it's not a story that he's writing, but one that he's trying to finish.
I love watching your reactions, Jenna. You're just in the corner being like,
Ow.
What I'm here for.
I love it.
This, resume existential crisis. Gal's just staring at the floor saying this.
Olabella says the
What the fuck?
yeah. Your shit's fucked. I'm out. The previous time that this rose was roughly 300 years ago. A large reptilian tail that was found on the shore west of Ikran was that of the Skegness. Only because the Skegness was the only one that was out, and Elia and Nishi sought after it before they ascended. They literally had the power of 2 higher gods to kill it. Cover up for that was something, and she looks up, thanks. So if that's anything to go by, you'll need as much as you can get. Those 2 were powerful. Now that doesn't mean that it's not possible. I don't want to undermine everything that you've already done. You can get there if there's already things that are underway that you need to still seek. I suggest seeking them quickly. If there is only one remaining, and you can see that as Voden is leaning on one of the arms of one of the chairs, he slips and goes huh? Dip, and then turns to Amelia. You didn't think to mention that?
Mention what?
There's 3 of them? There's 3 of them on Latov.
I mean, technically there's 4 of them, but only 3 of them are out.
The 2 Imperial Curators just share a look before. You can see they're just kind of staring at each other. Before they both just nod and go, okay, we have to inform our Archsages as well as every mage tower on Latov. We have to save as many people, or get as many people out of the material plane as possible, before more panic ensues, if the 4th one is near.
The 4th one.
Well, they kept saying soon, so I'm going to assume so.
Yeah, but soon's, a subjective time.
I mean, they seem pretty intent on soon. And Amelia's eyes kind of just glaze over as she's remembering something.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of stares at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So big priority is getting this last weapon, and then the armor.
Definitely getting the armor. Definitely getting the weapon for us.
I don't know why you just don't become wizards and you don't need armor. We can just go.
Yeah,
It's
you can just
squishy.
go right into the enemy and get
You won't even need the
murdered.
weapons. Look at me, I'm fine. I'm here.
You did that.
So when's your funeral?
Still got 5 more deaths to go. A little while.
It's a bit more than me then.
Well, whenever he decides to unleash the fourth, which could be any second, considering apparently all it takes is a fucking ink and quill.
Apparently.
Hey Voden,
Yes.
is there a way to, like cancel out someone's magic?
Yes.
How well does that work?
That's very dependent on a lot of things. The tier of spell, the level of magic that individual has, what it's casting against.
Can you like put them into objects like that specific spell?
Enchanting is a thing, yes.
So we could potentially hit the creatures with weapons that are enchanted with magic stuff, and hopefully it might cancel some of their magic.
I don't think that's how that works. I mean, certain
Okay,
things
it's
can
worth a
have
try.
spells that you can do damage with that also have the effect of a... Sorry, let me try again. There are weapons that can have an after effect of a certain type of spell. It's either they do that effect or they cast a specific spell. You kind of have to do one or the other. There's no way of trying to do that at the same time that I know of. It would have to be a very intricate weapon or piece of anything. But I mean, there are Tyler, brain think. There are already objects of anti-magic. For example, the Eye of the Beholder has a field that can cancel magic in it. That can be replicated into a certain type of object, but if you plan on using something like that against an ancient colossal being that's been festering for who knows how long, you might have to be upped a few 100 tiers, which will take a very long time. It's worth a shot.
Could work. Potentially.
It could be something that we can get underway at the Adventurers League. Yeah, Arcus League. There's so many things, guys.
Wrong
Holy
one.
fuck.
The other one that starts with A.
Otherwise, we can contact the people of the Mage Towers, but if they're working on getting people out of Lotov, they'll already have their hands full.
Well, getting people out is obviously the more important issue. I'm sure we can figure something else out.
Surely. But while we are here, if there's anything that we can aid in, it's really only the books that we can help with. But we've searched high and low for every goddamn tier of this, of our libraries, and I don't think there's anything about the armor.
With the weapons now?
I was just thinking that. I wonder if I've asked
Would legend lore work, Finch?
I could try. That's definitely something that we could do.
Otherwise, a divination, maybe?
True, that's also a thing.
There's a few ways to learn what's not in books.
Could give that a go. Celeste. Actually, I suppose the armor wouldn't be sentient because the weapon has the soul of the creature, of the deva. So we probably can't scry on it. Could try.
Could I? Oh, could I go and ask Zoya about the armor? In case I haven't already.
What was that? Sorry, Diana?
Could I ask Zoya about the armor? If I haven't already, I can't quite remember. But I mean.
You did ask about the armor, and that's we got the vision.
That's right.
Yeah. As you're trying to recall this, someone comes in with a letter and hands it to Olabella. She opens it and has like a quick look over it before. Apologies for interrupting. I don't know, I'm doing a voice. And she stands up and ushers to a couple of people outside as they come in and just kind of like walk around. She stands in front of Gello and hands out the letter.
Yellow looks up out of his bloody crisis and sees the letter and takes it.
Written in very clean calligraphy on the front that you can see before you open it has been like wax sealed as well. It says Lord Yellow. Is that correct?
Yellow just like side eyes Amelia.
What?
And then goes, most certainly.
Well.
Oh no, you didn't.
In that case, and the two people that wandered in before put their hand on your shoulder and lift you up, and she says, I encourage you to take your time reading this, my dear. You have a long while to at least think about it. Bold of you, though, I will admit. Very, very bold.
I knew the instant I said it.
You are led away from the group and are led to a very back part of the house where you are led down a set of stairs. You can tell that this place has not been used in a very fucking long time as you find yourself in a dark and musty dungeon. The doors swing open as Kaz is the one that came with you, and Olabella just sees you off and then sits down. Again, nothing on her face. She's just sitting there completely blank-faced and then ushers you to continue. Meanwhile, Kaz goes in, unlocks the thing as you are put inside. The two guards stand on either side as Kaz locks the door. He leans on it, and Kaz, with his incredibly buttoned-down shirt, who doesn't look like a noble, he looks like some random surfer dude, just leans up against it and is like, Yeah, that wasn't the way to go, huh, buddy? Don't try any magic shit. See ya. And he just walks out as a couple of lanterns are lit in the corners as the two guards just stand there on either side of you.
Fuck.
You open up the letter and take a read. It is a very, very official fucking letter that has been signed by both Kaz and Olabella. Let me quickly open this up. Let's see. Law's a little tough. Saying in very thick ink, treason, impersonation, or assault upon a noble is a severe offence according to the laws of Latov. Yellow Darkstar, you are sentenced to, how much was it? Where did I put it?
Death.
To
Roll the
death.
dice.
No.
See you later.
To, I was gonna say 15 years in the dungeon. It's a severe offence, man. Do not touch.
I'm just like,
There's also like a bunch of other writing and stuff in it as well. That is all very fucking official, and it's like, oh.
yeah. I think Yellow's reaction to this is sort of just like complete silence, because it's finally catching up with him that was an incredibly stupid fucking thing to do. And then he just goes, finishes reading it, puts it down. Fuck.
Yeah. So that was gonna happen at the end of the session, but we'll make it happen a bit earlier so you can go and have a fucking rest, man. Thanks for showing up for the session, though.
Yeah. Thanks for thanks for letting me go and actually get some.
Yeah. Real good. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, thanks for that. Awesome, cool. I'm just gonna fester in a prison. You guys have fun.
Hey.
Oh, sweet, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So, we'll start that later.
It's a
Nice,
moss.
nice.
It's a moss, yeah.
Oh, lick the moisture off the floor. Okay, right.
Delicious.
Catch you guys.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that. That was so smooth.
He messaged me before the session. So yeah. He was fucking dead tired. So I was like, yeah, you're all good. I have it out for you, funny enough. But yeah. So
Perfect.
Olabella completely straight faced just gestures to you to continue. Before like a couple of minutes later, Kaz just comes back and like leans up and he's like, "Is anything?" And she's like, neither of them have anything on their face. They're completely serious.
This is. Everyone saw this happen, right?
Everyone, yeah. This happened like all
Yeah.
right in front of all of you. Even the Archivist League people.
What just happened?
Yellow was a lord?
I think Amelia's the only one that actually knows what happened, isn't she?
Oh,
No.
Viconia does now.
There's also
Right.
the people at Mariana Shrine
Mm-hmm.
who know.
I mean, among the people here.
Among the people here, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Raiden knows because of the coin thing. He was out there. Yeah. Raiden just says he's kind of like gets led off. He's like, the dumb law. Just saying.
May I be reminded of what happened?
So out of character, out of game, to try and get the resurrection spell, a reincarnation spell cast on Amelia and Selfie, who died, who was the pop-up character.
Right.
They were going to need to pay for the material components, which is 1,000 gold worth of like oils and stuff like that. They didn't tell them that Amelia would just come back. So they would have to pay 2,000 until Gallo went and got Amelia's coin and was like, well, would you make a lord pay? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's not a.
And then played up that. So,
So it
a
was
good
like
time for Gallo.
impersonation.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Apparently,
But Raiden doesn't
I
actually
should have
know
been
what that was
thankful.
about, right?
Now he doesn't know fully, but he's just kind of
Yeah.
like
Laws are done.
dumb coin thing.
Yeah. Apparently, I should have been thankful to Gallo for it.
Mm-hmm.
Got ganged up on between him and Selfie. They were like, "You should be thankful to him." I was like, "For what?
Mm. It's illegal.
Using resources that could have helped someone else, my dude?"
Mm. Because they did try it on Amelia, and it didn't work,
Mm.
obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's done.
Okay.
So yeah, that's insight into to that thing. That was a few sessions ago. But yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Righto. That happens.
Mm-hmm. That happens. I think it's going to be dangerous, but if we're going to go and get the weapon, I think we can just jump down. I mean, I have a way of stopping the falling unless we can find a way to stop that from killing us. There will probably still be things that can hurt us along the way, because it's the fucking ocean. But then maybe we could get down it a bit faster.
Right down the middle. I mean, you can lie down.
I mean, yes, I can, but I mean, I can jump down and then fly when I see the bottom, because I can only fly for about a minute. That's not very far.
That's true.
How can you fly for a minute?
Funnily enough, I wasn't always a tiefling. So apparently wings came with becoming a tiefling.
I see. Okay.
Yes. It's all very fun. I'm not even going to think about what this does to my age. Not even remotely.
Same here.
Wait, how old do tieflings live to?
Like 150. Should be dead 2 times over.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So instead, I'm not thinking about it. Instead, she's the age that she would have been when she was a tiefling, equivalent to what it is. Oh, sorry, when she was an elf, equivalent to what it is for a tiefling.
And that just makes sense.
Oh, same with Fargus.
Same with Fargus, yes.
He would definitely be dead as a tabaxi.
Damn.
Yeah.
Quite dead.
Quite dead. Yeah, so that's how that
Senior
works.
citizen.
Senior cat, he's losing his fur.
He's like completely blind.
Oh
Just
my
like
god.
drooling.
Kidneys failing.
Oh my god.
Just constantly scratching a door for no reason. Like, it's open! You can go!
Eats and then immediately goes to get more and more and just keeps forgetting he's eaten.
Oh my god.
Eat some grass.
Eat some grass. Oh my
The
god.
senior cat things.
Senior cat things. Holy shit. So that's the thing, at least. I can try and find something to maybe stop us from falling as fast. I know there are things that can do that.
How about Featherfall?
I don't
Maybe
believe.
I could come with you guys and help you by casting it, or maybe you could get a spell scroll.
Voden would say, depending on the type of caster that Vaconia is, there's a chance that she may not be able to. I know there are only certain types of people that can cast certain spells.
Right.
I don't think any of you can.
Oh.
I mean, on your side, maybe, judging from the loot on you, and you said you're a wizard, so you can. Well, I mean,
Bad sorcerer wizard.
I mean, could always do the same thing that we did before. I mean, I could teleport out of there. If one of us... Well, I mean, you'd probably have to do it because I don't have access to it right now unless I got a spell scroll, but, you know. Go down there with them, Featherfall, and then...
And teleport away.
Yeah, once they get to where they need to go. But again, if, like Verconia said, if there's going to be things that are popping out of the walls in the ocean, I'm probably not the best person to go there, because, I don't imagine rock falls very featherly.
Got a point.
I believe that one of Gallo's friends, the one that got him and Kian out of there, is a wizard, so she might be able to. That way, you don't have to split up your group to go and find what you're doing next. Whichever that might be. So there's always that. I mean, aside from getting the armor, the other things that we want or need to do, and he looks at the list, they're kind of personal things, so I don't really know which to prioritize.
Well, I know where I'm going. It's to deal with my thing first.
Where she's going, I'm going. And I want to apologize for that. Okay.
I don't really want to leave my friends, but I could help you guys.
Oh, he thinks we're friends. That's cute.
Aww, that's so mean.
And with that, the campaign.
Everyone explodes.
Vargas just leaves.
Vargas has left the chat.
Yeah. Pretty doom.
I mean, we could reach out to Giela's friend first and see what she says. That way, we only split you up from your friends. You really need to.
She did say she was going to help because she has to bring Selfie back too. I still think we're gonna need it.
That's true.
Is Yellow's friend gonna be alright with Yellow being where they are?
Olabella just says, "Don't worry about that." And this after being pretty stone faced for a while, this is the first time you just see her just break out into a big smile. It'll be fine.
What's happening? Guys.
Sure, he's safe down wherever he is.
I mean, I think I know where one of the armor things are, but we gotta get things and then put them together. Well, Finch, you were the one that said we put them together. That's what it seems like.
What things?
There's weird vision shit. Got a vision of like 4 things. Gotta put them somewhere. Does the thing. Becomes armor.
It sounds pretty straightforward.
Sure does. Don't know how hard it's gonna be to get some of that stuff though. I don't know how many of us we actually want to split up. You know?
I mean, she points at like Thorin. The Archivist League might be able to help you find where these things are. They have a lot of books.
That's a good point. I mean, there were vague visions, but I could probably give a description. Maybe, and he turns to Celeste. Maybe if we leave them with that stuff, maybe they'll have some info for us when we get back doing your thing.
Sorry, leave them stuff.
Vision description.
Oh, for the
Research paper.
archivist.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Good idea. We can give them the rundown.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I think it's pretty straightforward what we're doing. I'm sure that our Gallo's friend will be able to help us. You guys do what you need to, and then maybe we can reconvene once we've found the lost weapon, and
We can go on an armor hunt, hopefully.
then after that, we can hopefully figure out what to do with these weapons and armor to make sure we don't have this happen again.
Yeah.
Guess that's our plan then. We're going to Gargle. And we're going to a hole in the ocean.
Yeah. That was
The
fun the first
postcard.
time.
Sure was.
Sounds like a plan. Let me know if you do need me in the end.
We can all...
Do you have a way to contact me?
Here's my number.
You don't.
I mean, I could continue contacting you like every day in case there's something you need to say, maybe? There's no other way, is there?
Not unless someone's got a pair of sanding stones somewhere.
I have a spell.
You have a spell.
You have the spell.
I don't have it
Oh.
trained normally, but I can adjust list, known list, put it in.
Just make sure you have it prepared every day. Can be just a thing. Yeah.
Alright, that'll work.
Guess we can just stock up on supplies here and then go off on our own merry way. I don't know.
We could... If it's alright with you, he Finch motions to the Emperor and Empress, would we be able to use this place as a reconvening point? Like, if we need to, we can all meet each other here? I don't see why that would be a problem. And, for your, and points to the Zither, and the others, I believe it was your, and points to Fargus, family.
Hi.
You are more than welcome to find refuge here. We will we have guarding a lot of it here, as well as staff that will be more than happy to help.
Thank you so much for that.
And Finch kind of leans over to you, Fargus, and goes, "What about the regeneration? Do we?"
Yeah, do you have anyone here who is able to cast regeneration daily?
Regeneration. I believe one of my older brothers would be able to. I can get in contact with him and see if he's able to do so.
That would be amazing. My daughter needs it to speed up her recovery process.
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll be able to talk to him when I go and see my sister. Go and see my sister soon. And she kind of looks at one of the clocks on the walls, and I will have to do so very soon. So, is there anything else that you need from me while I'm here? I will be quite hard to contact over the next while, and I apologize for that.
I think that's it. Anyone else? No.
Okay.
Oh, to like address the Empress. Celeste's gonna go up and try suck up.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much for your generosity and I don't know, accommodating us during this time. Curtsy, bow, etc.
Yes, yes. All the shebang. Hell yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You just hear Amelia in the background just cough, like, suck up. Oh, sorry, I must have something stuck in my throat.
Perfect.
She just stands up and gives you like a short like half bow. It's just like I don't even know how to fucking respond to this.
Sure. Anyway.
I mean, honestly, that's probably what she'd do. She'd probably be like, thanks. And then and she'll just be like, yep. And then just walks away.
Go.
Kaz just gives like a and he walks away. He's like, sure. He's off. Look, they are the most chillest nobles.
Oh my god.
If anything, that makes Nyril more uptight around their chillness.
They're
Just
chill.
not what she's expecting.
Fair enough.
Hey Celeste, can I give you a word of advice?
Depends.
Yeah, my parents don't do flattery and sucking up.
Whatever do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
You live off in your fantasy world, Celeste. You always have.
I love it. Is there anything else that you guys want to do? Because if there's not, then what I might do is probably just end the session here. Unless there's anything else that you guys want to talk about. Because if you guys know the directions that you want to go in, then the rest can be done through Discord and stuff like that. So if you're chill with that, then we can probably just leave it here.
Yeah, I believe we've got our direction, so
Yeah.
happy with that. Don't know what's happening with Yellow down under, but
I
He'd
say
be
we
right.
just leave him in there.
He'll be right.
he'll be right.
It'd be really bad for us if we try and break him out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll just leave him there.
Just like, he'll be fine. Yeah. So
I mean, he'll be fed and looked after. He'll be fine.
yeah,
He'll
they're
be
not
good.
that cruel.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right.
Okay. You guys got all that stuff. The sibling that Olabella will get to cast Regenerate on Sardiel is Claros. So he'll be able to go and do that for her. So he is I believe the previous king, or the king to be.
Ooh.
Oh no, he is the king to be.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
There's a
next in
fuck
line.
ton of
Can you say the name again?
kids.
Claros. So CLERRROS.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's Olabella's brother?
Yeah. Because Olabella's the youngest.
The Ola brother.
Ola brother. Yeah.
Alright, got it.
Okay. Hell. So the introduction stuff can be done out of game and stuff like that. So he meets her. He starts doing that thing. They suss it out.
Before we go,
Mhm.
Vargas is gonna give Sardiel her drawing lesson for today.
I love that. Yes. You guys do have a day to do stuff. So if you want to do any shopping, just do that over the session. I will chat with to Jake to see if he needs anything, and we can suss that out. Yeah. As a heads up, because I know he doesn't watch them. It's a joke. He's fine. He'll be lit up like in the morning. He's just gonna stay there overnight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Is it just
prank.
like to scare
It's a
him,
prank.
Oh yeah, it's
Love
just scary.
it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope they're
I was like-
scaring more.
I was like, "Your mom, I want to pull a prank."
Yeah.
She was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
"Sure."
Yeah. Obviously.
These really are the chillest nobles. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I mean, Olabella was Brooke's campaign 1 character,
Yeah.
so of course. The
I
amount
do
of
hope it
pranks
all
that she pulled on her other party members in campaign 1, fuck, it was
Oh, I
funny.
see.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah. So got to keep that tradition alive.
Yeah.
Do
Nice.
hope that when they let him out, they sort of make him being taken to be executed.
Oh. Mhm.
Oh my god.
We've decided we don't have a cell for you, so it's just a quick execution instead.
Yeah.
We've decided that your crimes are a lot more serious.
Yeah. It's like we don't want to wait 15 years. We'll let you go now. Just you know. Oh my
They'll just
God.
have like another person that they take into the cell, and it'll be like, "Oh, is this my new roommate?" And they'll be like, "No, they're taking your space. We're getting rid of you."
Yeah.
Bitch him.
Oh my God. Oh, that'd be so funny. Oh my God.
Gets served a really nice meal and he like gets let out and he's like, oh wow, thanks guys. Like, you know.
No, that was
Well,
your last
see you
meal.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do the whole shebang when the guards walks up and is like, "Can I take your order?"
What
and then the
for?
meal tastes like
Your
one of those.
last meal.
And then the meal tastes like one of those horrible jelly beans.
Oh no! Oh my God.
The true prank. It was
The
just
tr-
that. Leading up to that.
Yes. Oh, hellish. Okay. Well, sweet.
Funny.
Good shit, guys. So this will be the last joint session for a little while, while you guys get all your stuff done. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the meta shit, because I was, I'll be honest, I was gonna tailor it to be like something else, but I was like, no, this is what it originally was. I'm gonna leave it as that. So, congrats, you now have some meta shit happening in your game. God, I really hope you fight him. It'll be so funny.
I think that would be fantastic. But
Oh.
also like, how?
I'll have to make a stat block. I had to make a stat block for Mistopheles.
For yourself.
It's a bit different.
It's a
A
bit
bit
different.
different.
Just max everything.
God, and for all your checks, you roll 2d20s. But the save
I'm
is
always
the
rolling
same.
with advantage, yeah.
yeah.
I can never have disadvantage.
Not
You have to
advantage, you're
always
adding the
re-roll.
2.
Oh,
Yeah, add the 2d20s.
absolutely.
You just always know what we're going to do before
Yeah.
we do it.
Yeah, roll 2d20s and add...
Retroactively.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I constantly have foresight. Yep.
Holy shit.
So, yeah. So I have advantage, which means I roll 4d20s and I take the
4d20s. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
fuck
That's
you.
the
insanity.
one. Yep, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Yep. Oh
I
my
wonder
God.
how that would play out.
That'd be so fucking OP. Plus, with if there is like maxed out modifiers, which I think is like 50, which is plus. Actually, what was it? What if I missed off Lee's one? And I'll tell you one of his stats because that was a lot.
Oh god.
Missed off Lee's.
That was when we ended up in his domain with, that was the patron I was ignoring and just doing my own thing, and he didn't like it, and then we accidentally ended up there, and he was like, "Hey, bitch," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh."
Yep.
Bye.
And that was when we were with Fargus's family trying to get safely to the
Material
uh,
plane.
to the set.
Oh yeah, to the sect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no
but
NPCs with fuck all health. And it was
the
just
tuning fork we were given was like a fake, designed
was
to take us to hell,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what happened. And then we had to like keep them safe on their like 10 HP, while the rest of us also tried to stay alive.
Oh my god. Only two died.
yeah, actually.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
do any like damage when we
No.
got out.
We
Like,
did.
you did damage. You guys did damage.
Oh, not much.
A
Not
little
much.
bit.
No.
Just a little bit of a scrape.
Well, I mean, he had 666 health, so
Really?
I had to.
Oh, you had to. That's fantastic.
That's right.
I mean, his charisma was 30, so plus 10.
Oh.
So max out of 50, I think is like 15, so plus 15 to everything. So I could literally roll like a 55 if I got 2 nat 20s. Fuck that.
Bro.
I think his highest skill was intimidation, which was plus 28.
That plus 20, plus 28.
Plus 28. Not including the roll. Plus 28.
Okay, then. I mean, it lines up.
Sure does. He's a level 20 caster with a 23 DC spell check. So he had to pass a DC of 23 if he cast a spell at you that required a saving throw.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
see.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, but his weapon just sucked. So that's that stuff. That's some insight to stat block shit. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this session. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. And I will see Game 1 next Saturday at 6:30. And I'll see y'all peeps at Game 2 on Friday. I think we could stick to 8. Is that all good?
Yeah, that
That's what
works well.
When we
Because
normally
we
play it.
try to have dinner done like before stream when we do that, so
Yeah.
8
Critical
works
Role's
well.
normally finished anyway, so
Yeah.
Especially because it starts at 2 now.
I know, right?
They
Yeah.
don't run Fate. They don't run for like 6 hours.
Yeah. I normally try and watch
That I
every
know of.
broadcast though, but that starts at 7. But that's fine. I'll just watch it afterwards. So I got a subscription from Robbie Damon.
Robbie Damon himself.
I know.
God. That's like, you've been
Crazy.
touched by an angel. Like,
Yeah. I saw him gifting out subs in the last
yeah, the
rerun.
last one too.
Yeah.
Gifted at like 100.
What a good cunt.
I know,
Sorry.
right? Such a GC.
Yeah.
Alright. But let's wrap up, y'all.
Alright.
We'll see you guys next week. Have a good long weekend. Have a good Anzac Day. It's Anzac Day.
Wait, people have weekends?
God, I know, right? It's fucking hard. What's that? Never heard
I
of
just have a week off.
it. My God. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa. Hey, that's the end. Let me quickly switch out this music. Oh. Okay, so the transition's not very good, but here we go. Thank you for getting rid of that person, Diana, by the way. So yeah, short stream today, but we got the stuff that we needed to get done. So hey, win-win. So yeah, 8 p.m. next Friday for game 2, and then for game 1 it'll be the same time, Saturday at 6:30. So yeah, you'll get to see what happens on both sides, which I think will be really cool. Yeah. Preach. I am excited for what's going to happen, and y'all got a little bit of a weird insight into overseer bullshit. But yeah, have a good rest of your weekend. Have a great long weekend. Enjoy your Anzac Day, and get some good sleeps in. Catch ya laters. Goodbye.
Preach. I appreciate and love my players, they are so cool and nice, and thank y'all.
Preach.